Something that's interesting that I like to do. You know, I like to think sometimes. Walking. Sometimes I could walk. Or sitting could be really nice as well. I work at Saffron. I'm a waitress there, so food's great. I mean, I really like putting on makeup. This is the fun part. I always am like, what do I feel today? What's my clown face telling me today? When I first fell in love with clowns was back in the day. I was yay big, just a little sprite, maybe 7 years of age, but I didn't feel like it was brought out of me until later in my middle school and high school career. I did this to get attention. My best friend Fiona and I started sharing our infatuation with clowns, and we even went to a carnival dressed up as clowns, and we got in for free because they thought we were part of the carnival, and we went around begging for money to do tricks and stuff, and drunk people gave us a couple $5 bills, and then we did like a whole show for them, which was basically us just pretending to slap each other. This is like the part that really still gets me. Like, I am still on my clown journey. As a clown like myself who's just really starting out in the craft, I'm still figuring out my identity as a clown, and your face is such like an important part of your clown persona. I've been doing this for like 5 or 6 years, and I'm still figuring it out. I'm still like trying to figure out what my clown face is. Outside of my friendship with Fiona, I haven't really found too many other people that are willing to put on the full outfit and practice clownery with me or enjoy the philosophy of clowns or the culture of clowns. What's this behind your ear? What? How did that get there? Oh my gosh. I think the simplest things are one of the most important things about clownery, because that's what makes up a clown a lot of the time, is that you take a simple object and you're flummoxed by it, and you create a whole scene about you trying to figure out what this object is. And it's the most simplest thing ever, but it's never not funny. Was that funny? What, did you laugh? I wish I could just look like this every day. I question, like, why can't I just go out like this every day? Unfortunately, I can't work at Saffron in a clown suit, which is upsetting. You always go out there and you're thinking, like, is this too much? Like, am I gonna scare people? And is this really what I'm doing right now? You know? Why am I so attracted to this idea of clowns? I feel very complete when I have this full makeup on. Like, I feel more like myself when I look like this, because it gives me an allowance to just be insane. I can move my face and it expresses what I want it to express, like, because I'm always like, I just love how, like, it's just so weird. But when I do have this suit on, although I do feel more like myself, there is a pressure to be like, okay, clown, perform. Say something funny, do something funny. And maybe I have nothing to say at the moment. I'm like, oh, clown, do some tricks, do some tricks. Well, I can talk about controversial issues with you. Part of me kind of wishes that I could just live like this without the knowing of the pressure to perform, even though being like this gives me an allowance to perform. Clownery is a practice, it is a philosophy, it is a way of thinking about the world, it is a way to identify with, and with how I identify with it, I think it just allows me to be an entity. You know, I'm a shapeless form, like, you don't know what's under here. My voice is shapeless, I am shapeless, you know, and I'm just outside of the norms. I'm outside of, like, gender or whatever, I'm just like a thing. You know, you can't put any labels on it.